Let's do this. Hey! Come on, everybody. Welcome to the Beenie Workshop. And today, we are here to talk about music and nothing else. Music. It's all about singing, playing of instruments, who want to be an engineer, who want to learn about this art of music. And I'm here today with my kids. They're right here. Look at them. Come on, give yourself a round of applause. And it's going to be a very good day. And it's going to be an epic program. So this is the first day of the workshop. So the workshop is going to be wicked. Seriously, man.
Sorry.
Seriously?
Sorry.
Never start over.
Ready?
1, 2, 3. Hey! Everybody, welcome. This is a Beenie workshop. And this is a music workshop, and today we are to speak about nothing else. It's about music. It's all about music. It's about engineering, playing of instrument, singing, DJing. All you want to do about music is all about that. I'm here with my kids. Come on, everyone. Yes, and the parents are here. So, everybody, today's program is all about music and musician. So, we have our engineer, we have our Beenie here, we have live music. It's not about live music, live band, everything. So today is going to be a great and epic day. So this is how we started it, and this is how we're going to start. This is the beginning of all music. The kids are the future. So you have to start with the kids, guys. You can count the few old men that bust in music. So we bust as youths and then becomes elders and becomes column of dancehall, column of reggae music, and we become who's the center, who's the center, who's the roof, is the roof. But we are here today to speak about music, teach you about music, and teach you about where the music is coming from to where it's going to be in the future. So stay with us, because it's going to be an epic program. So I am Beenie Man, the king. So these are my young princes and my young princesses. Give yourself a round of applause. Music! Turn up the music! Whoa! Give it back. Sincere! You like that? Some good stuff. Keep it. Okay. What are we going to do now? Yes! We are back in the workshop. Please give yourself a round of applause, please. Blessings. Okay. Before we start, I'm going to give you a little history about me. Moses Davis. I was born stammer, as a stammer kid. So I I couldn't farm words. You know, words was one of the hardest things for me to farm. And then I started to sing. You know, at age 3, you know, when you get a voice, you start to sing because then you start to meditate more on talking than more, you know, interact with people and all these things. So my interaction skills wasn't the greatest of the greatest. So me just not talk. So I sing everything. So at age 5 I realized that the more you sing, the more your speech pattern form. So I continue singing. So at age 5 I decided to become an artist. So I become an artist. And then I start to make music from the reading books, make music from the Bible, make music from all the books that I've read. Because I've brought up on 2 different sides. My mother is an ardent Christian and my father is a Rastafarian. So it's 2 different sides. So, you know, when I say Jesus, when I say Selassie, so when I say Africa and freedom, and when I say glory to the light and all of these things. So, alright. So, I decide to take the 2 and put it together. So, I know songs like Cross the Bridge and all these things from I was a kid. So, I used to sing the reading book when I do up on a chicken back, everything nice. It just mix everything with it and, you know, and get the spice within the music. So that is where I started from. And then at age 7, I decided to take on this music as a professional career. So from then until now, I'm still doing the same thing. So today, I want to know what you can do in music, what you can do about the music, what you can do to educate these younger kids about the music. So this is what I do. I got a drummer here, which him look like him want to be a professional drummer. How old are you, son?
7.
You're 7? What's your name?
Caleb.
Caleb. Alright, it's Caleb. Great youth. I saw him on some drums. I'm going to show you those films from his father and thing. And this kid is very great. Now, I got the singer here, right? Our mother dedicated her life to her and everything. Me not hear her yet, so I can't tell you how well she do or well she can sing and everything, but I know that she's a singer because as long as a parent believe in you, that's the belief that you need. Because nothing starts before home. So we have the engineer here to teach the kids about engineering. We have producers here to teach the people about producer. I'm a producer myself, so I can teach you about producing. So anyway, before we get into all of these things, we just want to tell everybody that welcome to the Beenie Man Workshop. Give us a round of applause. And we're going to start in a few seconds. So when we come back, it's all about music. It's all about teaching music. It's all about you learning what music is all about and where the music is coming from and where the music is going. So I am here all my life. I've been in music for over 40 years. So right now, yeah, I have to teach. So I am teaching the kids how to become and how to make themselves a superstar like I am. So, blessings. Give us
We can pass. Hello.
Yes, I are back. Now I'm standing. Now, first of all, we're going to get into the engineering part of the music. Now, I have my engineer here, Mr. Yu. He's right here. His nickname is Noah, so do not mock him about his things. Mr. Yu right here. He's the man. He's the engineer. So, what is the first thing about engineering that everybody needs to learn?
Well, I think basically, it's having a natural love for it. Because I think engineers are very complicated. Don't you get the mic on?
Yeah. Give us a second.
Okay, kids, in the meantime, you can feel free to come up here and stand up around here. All right, so we can. Can come over. You guys come over. You can stand up so you can have. Can we have someone to take the phone to do the viewers? Here. Do that. Let me get my hair. Can I go in? Alright, thank you.
Yeah. Yes. No, it's better from here. Yes. Ready? So our first session of today is the engineering part of the music, because this is the most important part of any music. Because as an artist, you can sit down in your bathroom, you can sit down in your living room, you can sit at the back of your yard and do any type of music you feel like you want to do. But when you come to studio, without an engineer to tell you where to go, what to do, when to where, and when to what, you're nothing. So the engineer is most important in when you're recording, doing a song, making a song to be an international hit. So the engineer is the one that records the song, mix the song, make sure that the rhythm, the drums and the keyboard and the bass and the guitar and the horns and everything inside of the rhythm sound good in your ears. So when you hear that, you feel the mood, because you can feel the mood from the horn section, you can feel the mood from the keyboard section, you can get a groove from the drum section, you can get a groove from the bass, you can get a groove from the guitarist. So you have many other instruments that play music, but when it comes to reggae music, these are the basics. So we're going to talk to the engineer. His name is Mr. Yu. Introduce yourself, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is Yu Lynch. I'm an audio engineer slash producer from probably over 2 decades now.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, but I think the love for music, you naturally have to have that passion for it first, because engineering can be a scary job. I can tell you. Coming into a studio and to the equipment, it can scare you, because I had a personal experience. The first time I really entered into a studio, it was really this studio, come to think of it. And trust me, at a tender age, probably about 19 or so, I came inside the studio and I said, oh, this. And I said, crap, but I want to do this. And, you know, Mr. Linton at the time, rest in peace, he taught me a lot. He break it down to me. And when Mr. Linton break it down to me, everything was good from them. He showed me
Break it down for them.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
When Mr. Linton taught me, and I'm going to share the same thing to you. Once you know one of these channel strips, you just spend the time and know what each of these controls does. They're very manipulative, so whatever you do, it affects the signal that come in. But at further we go down, we'll demonstrate what a signal is, what all of these processors, and about the computer. So we just go into a little of it. But once you know what all of these controls does, how does it affect the music itself, the signal that comes in, whether it's a signal from a bass, guitar, keyboards, it can be a vocal also, drums, all of that is called a signal. It can be just whatever it is, it can be just a noise, because a noise you can use it and turn it into music. So once you know what each of these controls does from one channel strip, you apply it from 2, 3, 4, come down to up to some control.
Let's do this in layman terms. Alright. Channel is the thing that the music, the sound comes from. So if you have a bass channel, this will be a bass channel, or this will be a guitar channel, or this will be a drum channel. So each instrument have its own channel. Do you understand what I was saying? So each instrument have its own channel. So the engineer job is to make sure that everything sound right, everything proper. That's when the guitarists are playing and say, we need some more guitar in my ears, and we need some more bass in my ears, and we need some more. So he's the one that set everything to make sure that everything proper. Mr. Lynch. Will you finish, please?
Yes. So as I follow up to what you were saying, the engineer sits in the middle and he can determine if that song hits or becomes a flop. Because it depends on what that person does. So no matter what the artist does, the engineer is going to be the one deciding if that song sounds very good. All of those little effects you hear when you have on, where you listen to music through your earpods or what? Where you listen to music? Alright. So those are the effects you might hear. That sometimes I hear it on a bigger speaker and hear it in there and hear some things to the left, some things to the right. It's deliberate. That's the feel, that's the vibe the engineer feel. Communication with a musician, artist, producer. It's a compiled thing, and we decide that we want it that way. Sometimes they just leave the engineer to do his thing if he's very good at it. You understand? So it's up to you. So the creative part of it comes from within. Because a lot of times what the artist does, artists just, I can't tell the truth, they just record and then gone. 90% of the time, we determine how that song sounds. The musician may spend a little more time with us, but so 80% of the time then, it's an engineer sit there. We're kind of selfish sometimes. We want to be alone working. I can't admit that.
They need them one time. So, alright. It's like when I am writing a song. I cannot write a song in a crowd. You have to go inside and write the song. Now, like me now, I stop writing. Do not follow me. Do what I do. Say what I do with it. So, I get my vibe from the beat. So when the beat start to play, then I start to groove on the beat. So from the grooving of the beat, then I create a melody. And from the melody becomes words. And this is how my music made. Now, this man has a drummer now. This man will create the drum and then play the drum and then we'll follow him. And feel drum step and then the bass will come in and the bass have a groove. But I have to always have an idea so the rhythm can build from the idea. The engineer job is to make sure that idea don't die. So you have to keep everybody from focus. No, the bass was supposed to go here. The keyboard is supposed to play that. The guitar is supposed to play that. DJ half key, you need to get back one key. So you have a thing named, is either you're flat or you're on key. If you have a perfect voice, you don't have thing as a perfect voice. You have a thing as a perfect pitch. Because it's not everybody that sing can sing. Don't worry about it. You see, we have some people sing, but they are not singers. So you have a perfect pitch, then you will get it. The engineer now, he is the man that makes sure your pitch is on key and it's right and it's perfect. That's why he is the most important part of music. Do you get what we're saying?
Yeah. And I can tell you for the engineer too, it's not just about the equipment. I think English language is very important for an engineer to know because in the process of recording, it's not every artist going to be able to pronounce certain words or the definition.
Absolutely.
So the engineer is very important to guide some artists. You know?
That's when you make mistakes.
Pronunciation of the words.
It's better to tell us
some words you may not want to pluralize it where you're just supposed to use it and sing. It's very important. English language communication is very, very important coming from an engineer's aspect. So it's not just the hardware and the software and all of that thing.
It's all about.
It's a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
The brain. So the brain, when the brain registers everything that there is, you have to do with engineering, it becomes a man like Mr. Hugh Lynch.
And most artists can tell if an engineer sit there and don't communicate well, as the artist has said, broke vibe. Communication, you're going to find a little riff here and there, but it's just to get it right. Because we have a little riff sometime, a record, and say, no, man, I want to say A, I want to say B, and I say, no, Moses, Moses, just trust me, man, work with it, and come and say, all right, work with it, and come back and say, yeah, man, a true man, that's the bad man.
Yeah, but sometimes
it's communication.
We artists, we as artists, sometimes we put too much arrogance in our ignorance. Sometimes you feel say you know it, you try to tell a man say, you don't know what you know, when actually listen to what you say. And him actually can tell us, say, if you do this different, it can work that way.
Yeah.
If you go left, it is right. If you go right, it's gonna be left. So, you see, so sometimes you have to listen. But sometimes you fight it and you go outside and you realize to yourself, say, you know, say right,
Yeah.
you come back and you deal with it. So this is why engineers are important to any artist career. If you want to be an artist, any artist career, engineer is important.
Because if you use the wrong definition of a word in a sentence, and that song goes out there, and
Everybody
public hear
can
it,
speak about it.
it can either kill the person or can either break the person or
kill
make the person.
Yeah.
So if you use just one word and the wrong definition, so just saying something and then that word change it altogether and it's the opposite, the whole world look at you as stupid.
Yeah.
So the engineer have to really say, hey, no.
And you don't want to be stupid.
Yeah.
As a musician.
So it's very important.
Alright? So people, that was Mr. Yulich, the engineer. Could you give Mr. Yulich a round of applause? Okay. Yeah. So, next time, when you see me, we're going to talk to the musicians. And then we're going into the studio. So we're going to take a break, make it a date and don't be late. Everything is great. Zaga, bless you. Come on, break it. Where the music? Where the music? Hey, come on. Hey, hey. Same singer. Who got the keys? Oh my. Back. Yes, I'm thinking. Zaga, go. Bless you. Okay. Alright, we going to the. You want some food to eat first? Food out there, come. Let's go.
You Lynch? Yes, sir.
We give them piece of live and make them know so the thing start.
Yeah.
Cut out.
Yeah,
Still around, DJ.
You have it?
Somebody still around, still around.
What was?
Okay.
Where is that?
Already.
Man's phone is tapping.
Yeah.
Man's phone is tapping.
You on the live?
Stop it.
Yeah, man, the live is on.
Yeah, man's phone.
Yeah. Lunch. Can I talk this up?
Alright, get out.
People them up on it soon.
Alright. One blesses. And then I would that general them there. See them? Yeah. One trigger bling. Yeah.
Line up for the other kids. And there's a chopping board. There's a spatula there. There's spatula. No, man, just put it down. No, you don't have to do it like that. Put it on the thing. Oh, it's Trini. What in it? A chicken them there?
No, not chicken and a vegetable in that.
Oh, the vegetable in that one. Marshall, you finish with the thing? You're taking a break?
Yeah. So one break. We them eat some food. We'll go
Full
back.
time.
Yeah. So the next part of the program is instrument.
Oh, you're gonna. Okay, cool. Here, take over the video, please, from Marshall. Can take it off. Turn it off. But they don't need to see so much.
No, it's a
Oh, you
pause.
turn it off.
You have to stop and then start. I guess.
So you don't know how to do it?
Yeah.
Do it.
Stop
Stop it. Yeah.
Alright, people.
End
Let's
it.
stop
Tell
it.
them
And
the
start
end
it.
you're ending it.